This is my very girly background. Also, these are the flowers that my fiance got me. That one looks rotten. Love. Actually, I was gonna buy them for myself, but then he just said he would buy them, so that's the truth. Maybe I should fill this up a little bit. I'm very uncomfy with how up close this is. Hi guys, so I'm going to be putting my makeup on. I usually never really put it on over here. I have had people ask me like how I do my makeup. Very few and far in between because I don't really feel like I know how to put on makeup. I feel like everything that I do know, I kind of taught myself. So yeah, this is gonna be very chill, just like what I usually do. Also, like, please feel free to like comment below and tell me if I'm doing something wrong or if I could be doing something better, because again, I'm still unlearning 2016 makeup, so yeah. So I did just buy, wait, the first thing that you can see it now. It's like a pharmacy SPF. It's a little pricey. It's like usually, do I want to do natural lighting? I don't know. It's usually like $30, and like this is like a very tiny container situation. So I know that like a lot of bad reviews are about how people wish that it was bigger for the price because it is just like SPF, but this is my favorite SPF personally. I like it because it doesn't have white cast. I like it because it doesn't burn my eyes, which a lot of SPFs do. I don't know if like all the ingredients are the best, but I feel like it's really hard to find a good SPF, and I don't feel like people recommend enough of them. So yeah, just also if anyone's like, where's your engagement ring? I'm just not wearing it for this video because I just don't want to get it dirty. But yeah, so that's my SPF. And then it's actually kind of challenging because I don't have like a little mirror right now for all of this. I'm just gonna no mirror. So I do have this e.l.f. Hydro Grip primer, which a lot of people, or Power Grip primer, which I saw some people putting some good reviews down about, so I'm just gonna use it. I don't usually use primer because a lot of the time I just wear like SPF that's tinted. I don't really wear foundation, and I never really liked foundation, but I am going to be wearing it in this video because I realized like lately I feel like, I don't know, people on TikTok and YouTube always wear like foundation. This is very grippy, I guess. I like it because it's kind of cool, but it's not like super refreshing. I know sometimes people will be like, it's so refreshing, and then you buy it and you're like, but yeah, so it is nice. Again, I don't really wear a lot of primers, but it's not bad. It definitely feels more like a primer than like some of the primers I've worn. And now I'm going to use this Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Serum Foundation by No. 7. I'm just gonna like turn this off so that you guys can see it. I'm just going to, I guess, put it on my finger, in my hand, and I don't really know if this is the right shade, so, oh, it does look kind of pretty. I know it's like a medium to full coverage, so it's like not super heavy, but it's like an anti-aging foundation, which I know is kind of like extra because I know I'm in my 20s, but I just feel like, I don't know, I'm in my late 20s, so anything that helps me look more useful, I'm fine with. My eyebrows are really messed up. Try to ignore them. It's really hard to. I have to go get them done. It's really hard for me to leave my house or like drive to get my eyebrows done because like my dog who has heart failure, which a lot of people know about, he's senior and he's super clingy, and obviously I don't want to do anything that's going to like upset his heart, so I just like a lot of times just don't leave the house, or if I do, I like go with someone, so I don't really even drive my car like alone really, or like go anywhere by myself because I just feel like I need help with him, and then on top of that he gets mad if I leave, so I just feel like really guilty. But yeah, I like this foundation though, I will say, because I'm not really a foundation person, but I like that it's like light. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing a lot of like stuff, so yeah. A lot of contour has been sold out lately. I feel like you can't really find contour anywhere, So I'm gonna use this one because this is the only one that like I know works. It's NYX. I did like the Charlotte Tilbury, but I feel like again it's like really hard to find contour anywhere lately. I feel like you can never really, it's like sold out everywhere. And I know people were talking about how like with Taurus North Node there's going to be a problem with like marketing material. I know I contour my nose weird, so again, if you have tips, let me know. But yeah, so Taurus North Node, there's going to be like a harder time with like merchandise and like material items. Someone, oh god, who said it? Because I know I'm gonna get shit for like repeating this and not quoting the person, but I really don't remember. You know how you just like mindlessly scroll and see something? Like that's what it was. It's not that deep. But yeah, someone basically was talking about how like there's going to be a lot of like things that are sold out, and consumerism is going to be like at an all-time high, and people are going to need to learn how to like restructure consumerism so that things are more profitable. I sound way more like mathy right now than I actually am. I really don't know what I'm talking about half the time, but yeah, so that's interesting. I definitely feel like I'm already kind of seeing that though with like the you can never find contour sticks anywhere. Like you just, yeah, I don't know why. Maybe I'm just like looking only on the Sephora website and you're not supposed to, but even when I go into the Sephora stores, granted I do live in Las Vegas, so it's like very overpopulated here, but on the camera it doesn't really look like I did anything. Live, laugh, love. What I didn't show you on camera is I wetted this and I rubbed this with like a bar of soap, and I'm just gonna do this. Oh nice, I have a unibrow. I have to go get my eyebrows done this week. But yeah, so my eyebrows look kind of crazy, but it just helps kind of brush them out a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna use the Shape Tape. I have a bunch of concealers that I've been alternating between lately, but I really am just, I don't know, I like the little stick part, like and some applicators are just very not good. So I told people on Twitter that I was going to do my makeup and talk about books that I've been reading lately, but I've been kind of in a book slump. Mental health is just not doing well. I did read Get a Life Chloe Brown recently, and I did like it. It is about a black disabled girl who was engaged once, but like she started to get what they call an invisible illness. It's like when people can't see it, so it's harder for people to validate it. And it talks about like, you know, like her struggles with this and how she navigates life with this, and she's very guarded for good reason because she's been hurt before. And on top of that, like, you know, she's battling a chronic illness. And, sorry, they call it an invisible illness, like, because, like, people, like, who don't physically see it sometimes don't validate it, but it is a chronic illness. It's a valid chronic illness. And, she meets this guy, and, basically, they kiss. No, but they, do... kind of. They actually hate each other at first, but then they end up liking each other, and like he's like an attendant of her apartment or something. Oh yeah, I'm just using this like thing I got in my BoxyCharm Aesthetica, and I'm just like putting it here ish. Again, I don't really feel like half of this stuff does anything, but yeah. But yeah, so they he's like a superintendent, I think, in her apartment complex or something like that, and he like doesn't like her, she doesn't like him. I think like he thinks she's stuck up, and like I don't remember what she dislikes about him. I think she's just annoyed with him, or she doesn't like that she's attracted to him. Like I think it's like she doesn't really like allow herself to like have feelings for people because, you know, it's hard for her. I think she has like a lot of trauma too, because like her fiance basically like left her when she got a chronic illness, which is disgusting. So yeah, so that happened, and now she's like very guarded, and so he thinks she's stuck up, but really she just doesn't want to get hurt. But then like I don't know what happens, there's like a cat in a tree at one point, and that's like what brings them together. So I don't know, I just put it on my nose. I don't know if it does anything, but that's what I do. Yeah, so I feel like it brings them together, and like they start, she has like this list of things that she wants to do, like because she feels like she doesn't live her life because of her chronic illness. So she has like a list of things that she wants to do and accomplish, and they make a deal to like do the list together, and he's very cute with her, and I don't want to like spoil the rest, but it was really good. It was really like witty and smart and clever, and it wasn't like a boring like insta love romance. It really had a lot of depth and character, and also like I'm not someone with chronic illness, so it was very informative and a very like eye-opening in a lot of ways, which I think is helpful because people who don't have that have no concept of it, and it helps give us perspective. But yeah, and also like obviously such an important book. I have the book down there, but we're doing makeup right now. I'm reading a book called Shipped, which is about like this girl who's in social media or marketing, and she has to basically go out and try to get this promotion at a job. I'm using this. It's a Wet n Wild thing, and I'm just like going like this. But yeah, so she wants to get this promotion, but she's like up against this other guy, and like they have to go to like the Galapagos Islands, I think, on like a trip, and like basically like market it as like, you know, like a dream vacation spot situation, and like whoever I think markets it the most wins. I really bet ADD, and I'm only on like page 100 right now, so but I think that one's really cute too, because like I do marketing influencer stuff for a living, so I think that's cute. I think I'm gonna like it a lot if I can just focus on it, because every time I've been opening a book lately, like my depression and ADD has been really bad. Like last year I was able to like go through like 15-20 books in one month, and like now it's like I don't know, I feel like my mind is just always like in a psychological warfare or crisis. Social media is really fun, but yeah, I feel like that's fine. We did something. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna, okay, so far the best book that I've read in the past 2 years, as in like 2021 and 2022, is The Love Hypothesis. That one's just so good. There's just so much about it that I love, and I'm obsessed with it. I don't know what I'm doing, so like, you know, again, feel free to like correct me. I like to look like I'm frostbitten, so like I put it on my nose a little bit. Oh yeah, I'm using Nars. It broke. We're doing great. It's a Nars Orgasm X, because I don't think they had the shade Orgasm at the time in the store, but it's like broken, so I just do things with it. I just put it up here because, you know, I'm very pale. Might as well put some color on me. Yeah. How does that look? I usually set my makeup, but I feel like I'm kind of scared to set my makeup on camera because I don't want it to go all over my workspace. So we're not going to do that today. So let's talk about The Love Hypothesis. So it's basically a book about this girl who is a scientist. She's, I think, still in school, but she's a scientist. And I'm using the Ofra palette. I got this also in a BoxyCharm. It has like all these shades. I shattered one. I was very sad about it. I didn't even get to use it. It was like completely new when I shattered it. So that's what that is. And I'm just like using this one, which I believe is Beverly Hills, or Beverly Hills, I think is the shade. But yeah, so The Love Hypothesis is about a scientist, and she has I've talked about this before on my channel, so if you already know what I'm talking about, just scroll through this. But she is in school, and she has an ex-boyfriend, and her best friend and her ex-boyfriend kind of like each other, but she's like completely over it. Like, she's one of those people that just like, it's one of those things where it doesn't even faze her, it doesn't even affect her, she really doesn't care. But her best friend like basically doesn't want to pursue it because she feels morally wrong, and so like to encourage her to pursue it, she lies to her and says she's dating someone. And the best friend thinks that she's full of shit, which she kind of is. And so this is really hard to do makeup on camera. I don't know how people do this. I'm going to, what should I do next? I guess I should do my eyeshadow. This is, multitasking is so hard. Okay, so this is a really old Modern Renaissance palette. It's like the only palette I really like or use. And I usually play it safe, as you can see, and only use like this section. I would like to be bold and use that section. I just feel like I'm gonna mess it up, so I never do. Using the shade Tempora Traetia. But yeah, so she's like, hey, yeah, I'm going on a date. So I'm seeing someone. You should date my ex. And her best friend is like, I'm gonna go check up on you on your date. Meanwhile, she's like at her school doing like a project. I'm using the shade Golden Ochre. I've used it so much that it's like almost hitting pan, and I just kind of contour with the same brush, which I know people like get mad at when they see. Like, I know I had a friend once who like laughed at me because she saw me do this, and she was like, why do you use the same brush for all of your eyeshadow? And I was like, listen, I don't know. So I just like keep going like that until like it looks like kind of like a dent in my eye. And I'm gonna do the same over here. But yeah, so she shows up at the school, and then the girl's panicking. I think her name's Allie. She's panicking, and she's like, oh my god, I have to pretend I'm on a date. So she like bumps into this random guy, and she's like, please kiss me, like, you know, for my I'm friend to think I'm on a date, something like that. Or she kisses him first and says that, or she says that first and kisses him. I don't remember. The guy ends up being a very like Severus Snape professor. Think of like Severus Snape as a professor, but like a hot young version, not like a, I mean, it's not, it wasn't, you know what I'm saying. Anyways, so yeah, like a very like serious, stoic professor that everyone kind of is scared of, or says he's like the mean professor, but he's like young, and they kiss, and when that happens, he was kind of like taken aback, or he was kind of like saying like, oh, I should go to HR on you, or you can't just kiss me, I don't know. And then she like feels really bad. Long story short though, they end up in this like fake dating trope where he like is like, I'll help you like pretend that you're you know, dating someone just for the sake of your friend, but I think he like low-key already likes her, but like obviously that's not revealed until like the like halfway through the book. But so she like does the fake dating trope with him, and it's really cute because like he's a professor already, so he's like helping her with her projects, and like her biggest project is like something pertaining to pancreatic cancer, which automatically sucked me in, and I was super consumed by, because like I lost my grandfather through pancreatic cancer and I was his caregiver. So it hit a nerve for me. I really related to her, and I really empathized with the lead character because she was talking about how she watched her mom go through it. So it was really personal for me because I also went through a similar situation. It was just easy for me to relate to her. And also, what I really liked about her is like, instead of like a grumpy sunshine narrative, which is like when the guy is super grumpy and the girl's like all bubbly, it's kind of like they were both kind of grumpy, but like they were both kind of like witty and like sardonic with each other. And I really liked that because like, I don't know, maybe it's just because like I have a lot of like a Sagittarius moon or something, but like I just don't like relationship dynamics where they're all cheerful and bubbly at the beginning. It just seems a little like fake, you know. So yeah, I really liked that, and they just have a really cute fake dating situation, and then one of them catches feelings and things happen, but the whole time it's not romantic, it's just like witty and like there's tension, and I loved everything about that book. I don't know, lately I feel like because of my job, I want to get into the habit of wearing makeup more frequently, but like realistic makeup that I could see myself doing every day. And like, nothing against, I'm using the Telescopic Mascara, by the way, by L'Oreal. It's like the best mascara on the market. Personally, I feel like I've used this mascara forever, and I've used like Sephora and Ulta mascara forever, but it's like the best one. that I've ever had. Obviously, like, my eyelashes are not like that. Not a lot of them, so you can't really see, but I see, and that's all that matters. My mother-in-law got me this eyeliner. It's like, I think from a Asian makeup store, so it's like not in, I think it's like in, I don't want to be offensive and say the wrong thing, so I'm not gonna guess, but it's called Love Liner. It was in like different writing when she gave it to me, so I don't really know the details, but I'm sure if you Google Love Liner, I'm sure you'll find it, and I'm sure it's probably not only accessible to Asian markets. Eyeliner on. I don't know if it matches, but it is what it is, you know? I mean, it's not like the best, but it'll do. And now I'm just going to use this NYX the brow glue. If I wanted to be extra, I would add concealer, but I just don't want to. And now I'm just gonna add my lips. So I have Lolita 2 lip liner. Love that. So I'm still trying to make myself learn how to use my camera, and it said that I ran out of storage while recording a YouTube video. So yeah. But this is the shade that I used in the video. It's Stockholm by NYX.